Hey, what's up, Pride and Mail family? This your boy Eric coming at you with a coronavirus Priority Mail news update. Coronavirus has been renamed COVID-19, and there's still a lot of panic, so to speak, about the virus and what's happening over there in China and the cases that we have here in America. And I thought it was time for us to kind of unpack some of this and have a quick update on what's going on. So let's kind of do a little bit of history. So I wrote some stuff down here. I'm going to refer to my notes because I want to get this right and make sure everybody's getting factual and actual information about what's happening with this coronavirus. So if you've been watching the news or you've been paying attention to your feed, all your news feeds coming through, all the apps on your phone, you probably be panicking right now with the coronavirus, but I'm not worried because of where we are here in America and the robust healthcare system, resources, antiviral medications, and CDC experts that we have at our disposal. I'm not concerned at all about coronavirus, and I'm not going to intentionally put myself in harm's way. And we just got to be smart about what's happening and not lose our minds about all of this sensationalized news reporting that they're doing right now. So far, tens of thousands of cases have been reported in China. To be exact, I got it pulled up here. They've confirmed 73,451 cases of coronavirus in China. And so far, they've had 1,875 deaths. You do the math. It's concerning. But there are a lot of details that we don't have, that we're missing. And even our top officials here in America are having problems getting accurate information from China's health officials. Keep in mind, that's a communist nation, okay? They've been private about a lot of things, and they have been known to tell half-truths and whole lies when it comes to certain things that they don't want us to know about. So I hate to say it, but I'm glad that's not on American soil, and I'm glad that our authorities are taking the multi-layered, multidisciplinary approach at preventing it here in America. Our system is not perfect, but I will say that they have really stepped up the ante on this particular situation and trying to keep the coronavirus out of the borders of the United States. But they're doing a great job so far. And just looking at this, coronavirus was initially linked to live seafood and animal market there in Wuhan, but then they never really found patient zero, and come to find out that really the people that were infected were not necessarily infected from exposure at that particular market. And if you're familiar with the COVID-19, as they call it, or coronavirus, it's been known to be in animals such as cattle, camels, cats, and bats. And if you have regular exposure to those, it still shouldn't bother you because it's not known to go from an animal to a human. That's not a known mode or method of transmission, okay? Even handling them. And again, that's been proven by CDC, and they're continuing to watch that. But again, there are a lot of theories out there that have been floated. There are a lot of conspiracy. I've heard a number of things, and you just got to be careful what you see, what you choose to engage in, and what you choose to allow into your mind and believe to be, again, actual and factual information, because there's a lot of BS out there right now. What we do know about the virus is it can take anywhere from 2 to 14 days to incubate and cause symptoms. And that's why America has taken the stance on anybody that's been to that part of the world that are coming into America. They're being checked at these portals of entries at the major airport hubs, are being quarantined, actually here in Texas, for 14 days, because we found out that it takes 14 days for the incubation and symptom development, for you to see symptoms suggestive of coronavirus, along with testing positive with the new test that the CDC has developed. Our CDC, our geniuses at the CDC, have created a PCR, which is a test that we use. We have a number of PCR tests where we test certain body fluids like the nose swab and sputum for different things. And they have come up with a PCR test right now to test sputum from an individual that might have corona or suspected of having corona. And they found a way to test for it. Now, treatment is still kind of very unique to the patient. We don't really know if antivirals work. Again, it's a virus, so bacteria, antibiotics will do nothing for the virus. So they're still doing a lot of symptomatic and comfort care. And patients here in America that happen to be infected, from what I've read so far, are, because of the access we have, are doing okay. There have been a total here in America, we have about 467 cases of what we call people under, or persons under investigation here in America. There are about 467 cases. So far out of those cases, I have 15 are actually positive for coronavirus. 392 are negative for coronavirus, and there's another 60 that are pending test results. And if you are familiar with any kind of PCR test, it takes anywhere from 3, sometimes 10 days for that result to come back. And I'm not sure, they didn't really state the time frame on the return results for the current PCR we have for COVID-19 or coronavirus. So I'm not sure, but it doesn't appear that we're doing that bad here in America. Now, and we're currently monitoring 42 states and territories are being monitored for people that are suspected to have been exposed with coronavirus. And again, you just saw the numbers. It's not concerning, y'all, so don't trip about these numbers. So one thing that I find that they're not talking about that I would love to hear, and I've kind of got some of that from my research. A lot of the people that are dying there in Wuhan have underlying conditions that are already making them more susceptible to the unpleasant outcomes from coronavirus. Because the current symptoms of coronavirus are not that much different from the flu. And you can do the research yourself. Go straight to the CDC, type in coronavirus, you'll see it. The symptoms are pretty consistent with the flu. They can be from mild to severe, but the severe with these is actually resulting in death. And again, China has not been forthcoming with these deaths and the underlying conditions that some of these patients have. Keep in mind, I've shared this in previous posts. If you have underlying controlled diabetes, if you have underlying controlled autoimmune conditions such as lupus or HIV, anything that is affecting your immune system, if you're a current cancer patient and you're under treatment, these things do not allow your immune system to respond appropriately to even a simple cold virus. And don't factor in pneumonia or even a coronavirus. So, and a lot of these people have underlying conditions that are not being talked about, that are dying. And again, the death rate, although it's been sensationalized to make it seem like it's a lot, it's not a lot. The flu is expected to kill over 40,000. We're just at 1875 currently for coronavirus. Although they may be dying at a more rapid pace, still is not, I'm not sweating it, because again, the flu is projected to kill 40,000. We just at right at 2,000 with coronavirus. It's still not too late to get the flu vaccine, y'all. Let's be proactive and not reactive. I got a video from a friend, and I thank her for sharing that. But as you can, there's some people doing some sick stuff there in China. It actually showed a lady and a gentleman with the actual coronavirus going and coughing on elevator buttons, spitting in their hands and wiping the elevator buttons to infect others. Now, how sick do you have to be in the head to do that? But again, I spoke about this a while back. Commonly touched surfaces are dangerous this time of year. We're in a global economy right now, global world. You can get on a plane right now, y'all, and in a few hours, you can be a day ahead. So think about that. So anything you touch that's touched commonly by other people, you need to be careful. Elevator buttons, door handles, door knobs, ATM buttons, the checkout buttons at the grocery store, at the gas station, the buggy handle, in the bathroom, movie theaters. I mean, anywhere you go, y'all, and it's commonly touched and you didn't wipe it down, you have the potential to pick up whatever virus is out there. So be mindful of that. But yeah, coronavirus is here. It's been here for a long time, y'all. It's just at a point now where it has really reached a world health concern. But again, our authorities have taken the necessary actions and have deployed the things necessary to prevent this from being the pandemic that it currently is there in Wuhan. And here in America, I think you're going to be okay. Again, be very cautious of people that are obviously sick. Take care of yourself. Guard your health, as best you know how. Cover your cough. Wash your hands frequently. Again, clean those commonly touched surfaces. A lot of times we don't think about it too. If you go to hotels, and I was just at one recently, they come in, they do a great job cleaning those rooms. And you hope they change those bed linens. Most of the times they do. But there's one piece of equipment in that hotel room that they hardly ever touch or clean. Guess what it is? And it's the first thing we grab a lot of times when we get in the hotel room. The remote control and the telephone receiver, if you're fortunate to have one in your room. They don't clean those. Have you paid attention? I happened to be sitting in the room one day, the lady came clean our room, and I'm like, oh, hold up now. Let me get one of them wipes, baby, because I need to wipe this down right here, right now. They don't clean those. But again, commonly touched surfaces, y'all. So be aware, coronavirus update, COVID-19 update. It is dangerous. It is a deadly virus, but I think if you're in good health and you're here on American soil, you should be fine. Y'all have any questions, concerns, think I missed anything, please let a brother know. And if you don't remember anything, remember, it's easier to stay well than it is to get well. Hashtag Pryority Mail. If you hadn't gotten your flu shot, y'all, go get your flu shot. Wash your hands, cover your cough, y'all. All right, peace.